thought that'd be yummy.
It is pretty sweet.
Have you not seen it yet?
No, I've seen it, but just not really seen it. Dude, you don't have any... Is that how they're supposed to be?
No tread?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
Just a sticky compound.
Cool thing is, he's a lot faster than me.
If you ever want to beat him, just throw a pebble in front of him.
It's true.
But
But as quick as he is changing the thing...
Getting in front of me to throw a pebble, that's the hard part. You throw it, it just like...
You got this arm though, bro.
right.
It's like a rocket.
I know his whole route. Good then.
He does kind of...
Strategically
He
set
throws them
out.
out there like he's Hansel and Gretel.
I go home, get my van, and ride it and around on
Comes
his
in
route.
first thing in the morning, just...
Yeah, yeah. Alright. I'll stop lusting.
Yeah.
Maybe I should look at your bike. Hey-oh.
Hey-oh.
What the?
Hey-oh.
Look at his son right there. He sounds like him.
Runs in the family, man. It's tailwind, man.
You shouldn't just go away. Another cool thing, when it's officially summer, the wind dies down a lot.
Yeah.
Pay no mind to the 30-mile-per-hour winds and the giant backpack on my back. But boy, if I'd have had a kid on instead of these shorts and shirt, apparently I'd have just flown on that long ride. That long 15-mile ride.
Yeah, man.
It's like,
I told you, man. You're like the star of the channel. They come for Scrag, but they stay for Rhino.
I just couldn't believe the size of my ass. I was like, holy shit.
Well, you gotta remember the
And
camera.
I got my seat adjusted right now. It's not that my hips are swinging. My hips are jiggling, dog. It ain't that I'm reaching on the pedals.
The camera adds like 22 pounds or something like that.
I hope. All in your ass and love
Well,
handles?
yeah. And I got the fisheye effect on, so.
You're just trying to make me feel better about myself now. Thank you. That's
Yeah.
very unlike you.
I know.
Weird.
It's Wednesday though.
Hump day!
Hump day.
Oh, my new kit should be.
On the doorstep?
Yeah. Hey, it's gonna be too big for you, dumbass. Way too big for you. My Chinese triple XL, dog. No, actually, my daughters would have brought it in by now.
Doesn't even wave. He's too cool.
You don't know, man. That's
Nate with his fedora.
That's Nate Drake, man. Still trying to pretend that Kurt's not related to him.
What? He's not my brother-in-law, man. Rock.
Paper. Scissors. Vulcan.
Oh man, I forgot to push start, man.
Did you press start on your Strava?
Totally forgot, man.
What?
Clear. Supposed to be nice all the rest of the week.
Till the weekend?
No.
Like Sunday?
Right now. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday next week it's supposed to be rainy.
They just keep pushing that rain. 6 days from now. 3 days later it's like 6 days from now. Which is fine with me. I just gotta be home by 6:30 tomorrow.
Tomorrow they're doing a demo.
Oh yeah.
Up at the Spanish Fork Reservoir.
Mountain bikes?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not my thing.
Yeah, I know.
I don't like the mountain biking.
Well, you say that.
I only tried it one time, I just had a bad experience.
Yeah, and you did it on a mountain bike that was built in the 90s, so.
And was broken.
And was broken.
Every turn or bump, the wheel came off.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah.
That sucked, dude. But it only did it on the mountain. Like the whole time I was on the paved roads, never did. Not on that ride.
It's amazing you're still alive, man. That bike was so broken. The only thing holding that wheel together was that tiny little skewer.
It's a piece of graphite.
It's like having a pencil. Number 2 pencil holding your bike together.
Just the lead part, yeah. Just the lead of the pencil, dude.
Alright, man. So, I had a request from a subscriber, Richie. He wanted to know how these shifters work, or how you shift gears on this bike. So if you look, there's these levers. They're also brake levers. So if I pull them straight back, the left lever is my front brake. The right lever is my right brake, or my rear brake. And then they swing. You can see they swing left and right. And if I push, the entire brake arm on my right hand side, it'll shift the tree up into the easier gears. So one click, and then there's a smaller trigger just behind the larger arm that if I push that on my rear mech, it'll take it down a notch into a hotter cog. Can you see that? And it's basically the same thing on the opposite side, except I only have 2 gears. So if I want to go into my harder gear, I push the lever all the way over to the right. And if I want to drop into my easier gear, I push the smaller lever. So, like I was saying, there's these levers here and here, and then these little levers on the inside. I hope you can see that. So to get to a harder gear in the back, you push the little lever. To make it easier, you push the whole tree together, this whole piece. On the front, to make it harder, you push the whole piece. To make it easier, you just push this little lever right there. And because it's hydraulic brakes, these upper little bulbous areas right here act as a reservoir for the hydraulic fluid that actuates the brakes. But yeah, other than that, pretty simple, straightforward. It's not too hard to get used to shifting. One nice thing about it is, like on the rear here, you kind of have multiple gears that you can drop. So the arm swings, I can show you, the arm swings quite a bit. So you can see that as I start to swing it, there's the first gear that it'll change, 1, and then the next gear 2, and then the next gear 3. So I can drop 3 gears at a time. And it will it'll make, like if you're hitting a hill that turns steep real fast, you can drop down quite a bit and keep your pace going and not have any issues. Anyway, so hopefully that answers your question there, Richie. And if there's any other questions you guys have about the bike, I know one thing that I said I was going to do and I haven't gotten around to it yet is a little longer term review. I've got almost 400 miles on the bike so far, and I did have one major issue. The major issue I have is actually regarding the extra bit of cable right here that comes off of the front derailleur. At some point on one of my long rides, I don't know if you can see it very well in the camera. Here, let me try to get a little better shot of it. On one of my longer rides, I hit a really big either pothole or just a bump, and it actually caused my chain to come off of the chain ring. It came off the far side, and I must have hit so hard also that this cable bent backwards and got onto the tire, or got back somehow. I don't know. And I didn't notice it until I got home. Well, home was like 30 miles away, and so the whole time the cable was just rubbing, and I was thinking that maybe I had bent the rim a little bit, or that the caliper wasn't quite straight, because I could kind of hear the rub sound. Didn't really give it a lot of attention because I just thought it was the brake. and disc brakes sometimes will rub. And I had that big bump, so you know, I just didn't think too much about it. Well, the next morning when I came out, that cable was completely frayed, and that really sucks. And if you've ever had a frayed cable, you know they stick you, they poke you, they scratch you, they do a whole bunch of stuff, and it's just really annoying. So now I got to go and get either a new cable end or replace the cable. Probably have to do that because the cable, like I said, is completely frayed, and it's tough to deal with. So that's kind of annoying how that happened. The other thing I noticed is after I hit that big bump, I'm getting a ton of creaking out of the what sounds like the front end of the bike. Now I haven't really gone through and done the fix for it. They say basically the easy fix is take the rim off the fork and then reinstall the rim and make sure everything's to the right tightness, and a lot of times that will fix the creak because it's just a matter of the wheels a little bit loose or something like that. But I just haven't done it. It's not a huge bother, it's something that I've noticed. Other than that, the weakest part on this whole bike, or the most I'd say the most what would I say? The first thing I would upgrade, the saddle. It's a comfortable saddle, but it's flexible. I mean, I don't know if you can see that, but just my thumb pressure, I can cause the nose to bend, and the whole, see that flex? And that kind of, I think, adds to the comfort, but I think I'd rather have a stiffer saddle, something that, you know, doesn't flex, because it feels like you got kind of this mushiness going on. And for me, it's not a great thing. For others, it might be. I mean, like I said, it adds to the comfort. It's a comfortable saddle, but as far as performance goes, I feel like I'm losing power or something. I don't know. Maybe I'm not. Maybe it's just all in my mind. But the saddle would be the first thing I would actually replace. But yeah, outside of that, 400 miles in, I'm still in love with the bike. Anyway, guys, take care, and I will talk to you all next time. Peace out.